our other friend, Sean Hannity, joins us live.
Good to see you guys.
You just talked to the President of the United States. The interview that is going to be watched by 100 million people just before the Super Bowl.
None whatsoever, right?
So, obviously you know him well, but this is a different, every single time you see him, it's a different news cycle, new challenge. This is the first time since the witnesses were rejected and the exoneration's on the horizon.
It's all but finished, and I bring that up, obviously. It's hard because it's only 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have a lot
That's
of
what
time.
you get. You don't have a lot of time. Yeah. And let's just say there's a little surprise in there that I tried to get as much in 8.5 minutes out as I possibly can. And I will just say, it is entertaining.
Well, give us a hint.
A hint.
Just a little hint.
Well, we do have a soundbite.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It was a lightning round.
Oh, you asked him a bunch of things, and he responded.
And
First thing that pops into your head?
Kind of, yes.
You know what? I think we have a clip from your interview with him.
Uh-oh.
Let's watch.
This is on Bloomberg.
Michael Bloomberg.
Very little. I just think of little. You know, now he wants a box for the debates to stand on. Okay, it's okay. There's nothing wrong. You could be short. Why should he get a box to stand on, okay? He wants a box for the debates. Why should he be entitled to that? Really? Then does that mean everyone else gets a box?
I guess if they want one, I will have to
Well, the
negotiate
other thing
boxes.
that's very interesting. Cory Booker and all these people couldn't get any of the things that Bloomberg's getting now. I think it's very unfair for the Democrats, but I would love to run against Bloomberg. I would love it.
He would love to run against Bloomberg, are you suggesting that Bloomberg wants a box to stand on at the debate?
Apparently, that's what he was talking about.
But
The box of rebellion.
why? He's not short, is he?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah,
little bit.
he's very short.
He's bigger than Brian.
Right. Well, no, he's not. Yeah.
Right, you're 6 foot tall, right?
Well, I'm almost as tall as you.
Does Bloomberg even have a shot, you think?
You know, he's trying to do something. I think two things he's trying to do. He wants to bloody up the president a little bit by using money as a candidate. It's unlimited funds he can use. Some have suggested he'd even spend $1 billion. He's got a Super Bowl ad, apparently, that's anti-gun. Good luck with that in swing states. Americans are very pro-Second Amendment. And
wants to raise your taxes.
He said something else in there, too, which I think will get some attention.
Another teaser.
Let's just can we size up the field right now? I think there's panic on the left that Bernie's surging, and they can't stop it.
There's huge panic.
Put $50 million in, and
I
he's
wish I
getting
could tell you
dividends.
the answer the president gave. Because, look, one of the things I always talked about, and I thought people missed, is that Bernie got robbed in the last election. They totally stacked the deck against him.
Superdelegates.
The Democrats, the top Democrats did it.
The top Democrats, it was all rigged. And why he took that. Remember, Donna Brazile tells a great story about how she had to make that phone call, and she was crying when she had to tell him, yeah, it's all true, that this was stacked against you. So is it happening again this time? Probably. I think so. I think they are afraid of him. But what Bloomberg's trying to do, interestingly, is he figures, all right, I'm not going to compete in Iowa, South Carolina, New Hampshire. I'm waiting for Super Tuesday.
Right.
And he's thinking there's not going to be anybody that emerges by that point, and he thinks he will be the alternative.
So ultimately, what it comes down to is if you're a candidate, you want to be able to win on the first ballot. Now, if Bernie wins Monday night in Iowa, if he wins in New Hampshire, and then they've got Super Tuesday, and that's where
He's surging, Steve.
I know it. And then there's Nevada, and then there's South Carolina, and then you got Super Tuesday.
When you watch tonight, you will love the president's description of Bernie Sanders.
Well, we can hardly wait to see it. But ultimately, because Bernie's going to grab a bunch of delegates early on, and then Joe Biden's going to start stacking them up, we could go into the convention with the broker convention. Nobody's going to get it the first time. Bernie could get ripped off again.
Bingo. And some, I think, more conspiratorial are suggesting, well, maybe Hillary will get in. I don't really believe that. What's interesting in Iowa, they're going to come out with, they'll split the delegates.
Right. Anybody under 15.
Right. Okay. So anyone under 50, they'll get some delegates. Then they take that to New Hampshire. Bernie's surging in New Hampshire. How does that impact South Carolina? I don't know. And Nevada, and then heading into Super Tuesday.
Yeah. See, I think that the reason why they changed the rules on the debate to allow Bloomberg in and say donors no longer matter, where they wouldn't do it for the others, is because Joe Biden is failing miserably. I want to show you something that he just did yesterday. The longer you watch him, the more concerned you have to be. Listen to these ad-lib moments of him.
Have you seen this from yesterday?
Have you seen
By the way, the best moment of Joe Biden, he's on stage and he goes, Joe 30330. It meant nothing. I know. It meant absolutely nothing. It was great.
It was
might
at the
like
end of the
this one.
debate.
Watch this one.
Just listen to an example. Watch.
I've been doing this. I hate to acknowledge it, but how you doing, man? Great to see you. This is one of the leaders in Massachusetts. This is a really, 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 really fine man. Anyway, so thanks for being here. Speaking of loyalty, God love you. Thank you. But at any rate, the fact is that I even forgot what the hell I was going to say.
I didn't see that.
What's going? He doesn't know the guy's name. He stands him up. He claps. He turns to the camera and forgets where he is.
The funniest thing is the other day, he kind of pushes the guy, don't vote for me.
He told him that.
I know.
It's the second time he's done that.
People that.
I know, the second time. It was unbelievable the first time. This is...
You know what he said? He said, that'd be a good bumper sticker. That'd be a good slogan. Don't vote for me. Vote for the other guy.
Exactly.
Just one final question that you
Oh,
might.
then you throw me out?
No, you
No, you're staying all hour.
No, you're staying for the rest of the
Wow,
show.
Judge Napolitano was not here. I can't believe it. Every morning I see him, I'm like, oh.
The president has bought, I think, 2 commercials. One has been released. The second one, some have suggested, might be a funny commercial. Do you know anything about the second
I
commercial?
know all about it.
Is it going to be funny?
No comment.
Oh, really?
All right, you like Pete Hegseth?
Love Pete.
He's
awesome.
at the Hard Rock.
So I ran into Pete last night.
Right.
Pete is a rock star. What he did to fight for Eddie Gallagher and the influence, because the rules of engagement put a lot of innocent
Right.
guys in jail, I give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely, he did.
Yeah,
Deserves
there
a lot
he
of
is.
credit for a lot of things.
I appreciate
Hey,
that,
Pete.
Sean.